Hello. Hi. I'm Cricket. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to adjust this camera. Feel better. Hello, everybody.
Megan, have a seat.
Hold on. What's happening? Okay. Hello, 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 hello. Hey, let me know when y'all get on. Let me know. Check in with me. We're going to do a story time. I really didn't plan on doing a story time today. I actually was going to resume the readings, okay? But we had to have like a little, intermission, I guess. So, and I'm about to get into why, okay? So if you got some tea, grab some tea. It's early. It's 8:49 my time right now. It's very early in the morning. Okay. All right, so if y'all have watched, how y'all feeling? I hope everybody is fine. I don't know where everybody is in the world. I hope everybody is good though. The weather is still currently crazy. It's just moved on. So I hope everybody's okay. I hope everybody's family is okay. Because I don't know where you guys are. Okay. Yeah, but hi Shakina. Hello, how are you today? You weren't in the storms, were you? How was it in Dallas? Mystic Mioto, sorry. Creative one, hey. Keisha's Tribe, hello. Hi, y'all. All right, so we just doing like a story time and tarot up in this thing, okay? I look a little ratch, but it's okay, okay? I do. My face still greasy. Get some tea if y'all got some tea. Just kind of come chat. Let's discuss. I got some things that I would like to discuss and talk about. Cold. Oh yeah, it's cool here too. You see how I'm looking inside the house? Like, girl, walk outside and then put all this on. But I am cold natured. Just anyway. Fun fact, I'm always freezing. Like, if I'm like, people would compare the two. Like, if I'm okay, like if I'm feeling great, everybody else is burning up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, maybe I'm a little reptile or something. I don't know. But I'm always cold, like always. Like, I don't just have on all these clothes for no reason. Like, when y'all see me with the cover, like when I have my little throw blankets and things, no, I'm really freezing. So, oh, California, driving to work. Hi, Nikki. Have a great day at work. But look, I wanted to hop on here, y'all, because listen, okay, first of all, the news been crazy, okay? Crazy, okay? So that alone, I feel like it's so eye-opening. I feel like everything that's happening right now is like so... I know my eyes look really small, too. I'm noticing that. Okay, they are kind of... When I have lashes on, they look a little bit brighter, but they look small without lashes. But anyway, but I'm just barefaced today, so bear with me. But the news has been crazy, y'all. Like, it's like even me pulling the energy, like, it still doesn't know justice when it actually happens. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when it actually happens, like, it's there, like it's actually visible to everybody else. Because although I can see it and I'm crazy or whatever the case may be, please embrace your gifts. But it does come off a little wild to other people. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let me know who all watched the Pisces reading yesterday, because that's really why we're here. Okay. It was too much. Yesterday was way too much. I mean, we didn't have it. You know, I'm in Alabama, so of course, you know, some parts of Alabama got ate up. But you know, thankfully, where I am, no damage was done, nothing major. You know, so thank God for that. But it wasn't too crazy. It, like, actually where I am. But I hope everybody is good. But I do want to get into this Pisces thing, okay? If you are not aware of the Pisces reading, you haven't watched it, definitely go watch it after this, whether you have Pisces highly aspected or not. Hi, Billy. Yes, okay, so you watched it. So anyway, so I did the reading. Okay, so I wasn't even gonna do the. I'm telling you, story time was definitely not planned today. That's why I look like this. Okay. Hi, Brianka. It wasn't planned. So, but I had to. They wouldn't let me not come. You know what I'm saying? And kind of just like put this, kind of explain something. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so in the Pisces reading, I did mention when I was sitting here with the cards or whatever, and you have to watch it to understand. You would get it. And some of you may have noticed, good morning, empathic Saggy, or grand rising, everybody says different things, but it really is morning where I am. So, anyway, so on the Pisces reading, okay, I said February 30th. Okay, so look. So the problem isn't what I said, because here's going to be the kicker. I'm telling you the story time. Let me sip a little tea, okay? The problem isn't what I said. The problem was the responses that I got to what I said. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know I don't really, when it comes down to me addressing things, because my spiritual team has a funny way of like, ha, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's a lot of them. Okay, so, you're going to get a couple things out of this message, out of this story time today. Okay. Divine Feminine Justice, good morning. Wow. Good morning. So if anybody wants to, if you could help Divine Feminine Justice, she left her Cash App. So if y'all can help with that, if y'all are, I know it's a strange, for some of us, it's a very strange time of year. And, you still got to pay bills. You still got to do whatever, but definitely it's right there. God loves a cheerful giver. Hi, Queen Meek. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Teresa F. It might be a scam. That's why I'm letting everybody. Maybe it's not though. But just use your discernment, and God sees all. So anyway, Lilith, hello. Love, hello. What do you mean? Is it a free reading? All of the readings are free, love. But look, listen. I don't offer personal readings. That's why I said that. Everything is free. The only thing that is off of YouTube is Patreon, and that is subscription based. Like, that is, you have to actually pay for that content monthly. But Miss Nanya, hello, good morning. Yeah, it's cold here too. It is. We definitely getting that breeze from wherever all this winter is. But anyway, so I forgot what I was saying. Anyway, y'all know it's the Aries sun. The Aries sun sign. But so it's not what was said in the reading. It was the response to the readings. Okay. I can't even count. I can't remember like how many people I heard from my channel yesterday. Like, I can't remember. I mean, like, the comments, they could still see the content, but because I don't block people, like, because then that'd be like God is like, That's not what I said to do. He's like, you might not want to hear from them, but you still got to let them get the message like everybody else. That's what you're here to do. No. Listen, it Capricorn, I have seen that, Rebecca. Like some people I've been seeing that, like, you know, more Capricorns. I actually had somebody like probably like a week or two ago or something. And here's the thing with this, okay? And I know I say it all the time. I say it all the time. Tarot is it's light in some areas. It's a little heavier than others. That's why you get to choose and discern, your readers and all of that good stuff and see what you get from them. Typically with me, I being that I don't even choose my message, I don't have a channel with just love readings. I don't have a channel with just twin flame unions. I don't have a channel. I literally like do what I do and I let spirit guide my messages. That's just how I do it. I can maybe choose the subject, like I can break it down love and career, but that's on Patreon. But here on YouTube, being that this is where the masses is, and they want the message to be able to touch who it touches. You know what I'm saying? So they control the message, and they're going to make sure the person that needs to see it gets it too. I mean, we got to let what we don't see work. Like, I feel like in this world, what I've noticed, what I've observed, because like I said, tarot just got introduced to me. Y'all see this? Hold on. I got a window right here. Let me let it down just a little bit because it is really breezy. Anyway, but like I said, it's one of those things where you really do have to discern the message. Like everything we can't go make up the message in our head. We can't just say, like, hey, I don't know. I just get some of the craziest comments sometimes. And like I said, those are the people that I hide from my channel because it's not even, it's usually you could say, like, I let people express their free opinion. That's one thing I do. I let you express your free opinion. However, like, it's one of those things where I have like a fine line to where it's your free opinion and it's just blatant ignorance. You know what I'm saying? So like, I just can't, like, I can't take it. I'm not saying that the other people who see the comment can't take it, but I can't take it. And I just feel like if you put it once, you'll put it twice. You know what I'm saying? So that's usually what it is, like, for me. So it's not even like any hard feelings. Like when I hire people from the channel, it's not hard feelings. I take it like literally like with a grain of salt because it's just not, my world isn't their world, clearly. And like I said, I got a comment, even like, and Rebecca, thank you, Rebecca, back to what you said about Capricorn's been having it hard. Every Capricorn may not feel that way, but I can see where you're coming from. But that's why I always say the Capricorn reading is going to have a lot of just karma in it, period. And I think some people take it so like one person, I mean, maybe she was new because usually it's new people, that they haven't been around for more than a few readings. So when they get to their first, maybe they'll subscribe with a reading that they like. And then the next set of readings may not be something they want to hear, but it may not be their message. But I had somebody say, Capricorn hasn't gotten a good reading in weeks. And I can't say that's true because I feel like everybody gets good readings. Every reading is a good reading on the right side of karma. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Am I just losing my mind? Like, am I the only one that feels that way? I feel like every reading is a good reading if you're on the right side of karma. I just don't understand the get up with that. I think but see, that's a distraction. So I'm gonna sit there in my head and I'm gonna be thinking like, you like, why don't put that out for me? I'm just reading the cards. At the beginning of my messages, I say I don't choose the cards. I just read them. I don't understand it. And Yeah, it's always, but it's just the Capricorn readings in general. Like we're pulling for Capricorn. We don't even know what extent of Capricorn. That could be any Capricorn placement. That when karma coming to eat, it's eating. It doesn't matter who you are. It's not gonna fluff a reading for anybody. Like it is what it is. But Capricorn readings, if you could even tell on my community page when I'm resharing or read it, like I just reshared a Capricorn reading from the next 24s that I did on Monday. Just last night, I just reshared it. And I don't know if those people are Capricorns, you know what I'm saying? But you see how many people like that I hashtagged? That's just a karma reading. It's just karma. It's like what events are karmically meant to occur? What is I mean Capricorn come on, it's Saturn. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just that's who it's ruled. You're gonna get that energy in the reading, and I think people lose the definition for take what resonates and leave the rest doesn't really apply for everybody. It's like somebody will want you to force a message. I'm telling you, for real, Miss Naya, like if you're on the right side of karma, you don't. Every reading is a great reading for you. You're not even worried about it. I mean, literally, you can watch a reading, and I'm not gonna sit here and have anxiety about a bad Aries reading. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, there's some Aries is out here scheming. It's some Aries out here on the bad side of karma. It's some Aries out here lazy. It's some Aries out here, doing a little dibble dabble. I ain't taking up for every Aries. I'm me. I'm like, okay, that was they reading this week. Let me move on to my moon or my rising or whatever the reader says it is. Let me move on to my main placements and find me something that resonate, baby, because this right here ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you have to treat tarot. And it's like, even now, like, I never, hey, Sam, but I never, okay, we Smith, good. I'm glad. But I mean, it's like everybody doesn't get that. Like, even y'all know I just got introduced to tarot. Tarot came to me in 2020. I have to keep repeating this. I'm not an old head tarot head. You feel me? Like, for real. Like, it's people that know. They've been reading much longer. They know more. I mean, they even know charts. They know this. They know that. And they run in their lane. You know what I'm saying? Me, and I'm gonna tell you straight up, I just read these cards. Like I said, I just read the cards. I don't and tell the truth. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just saying, it's like everybody doesn't I can't take on everybody's karma. Like I can't spin the story. I know some people spin the story. I mean, I can find some good in it. I think it's been just a couple of readings that I haven't been able to find any good. Like I'm like, well, let me find something in here. Y'all know I go looking for it. Like, let me find something in here. And, it get a little, you know what I'm saying? It get a little rough. But I can't control that because the world is, look at it. It's like people want you to just pull a message. Just like, what? Let me look at my behind. Hold on. Oh, found one. Found you a good message. Yep. Found you a good message, baby. Yep, it's for you. It's like people want you to just go find them a good message. Find another reading. I'm telling you, you got to find another placement. Wow. That's what's up. Everybody can't handle the truth. And some of us really are in our new cycles. And you can feel the shift. I know y'all can feel the shift. You're probably still dealing with the things from the old cycle that you've closed because you still got to deal with your mess. There's no such thing as, oh, cycle closed and my life is just brand new. No, that is not how it works. So, but I know some of you could like really feel the shift. And you can feel it in the atmosphere. The spirits are working. The Most High is working. The universe is like, I need that. The universe collecting, the devil collecting, the Most High collecting, your ancestors collecting, your spirit guides collecting. It's collection season. They like pass the plate. Yeah, it is what it is. It's like everybody's not on. It's not a good cycle for everybody. So unfortunately, although most of us have moved into a new cycle, and y'all know we're gonna keep getting a good reading. Like I said, every reading is a good reading on the right side of karma. Thank you, Empress Creations. I know everything is not gonna resonate with everybody. You know what I'm saying? And you just have to, usually you're resonating with one of your placements more than the other. I know that from personal experience when I was just a watcher of tarot. Like literally, I'm telling y'all, I said this on my birthday live. Tarot came to me, and I was closing out a major cycle in my life. You know what I'm saying? But it came to me because I needed more. I needed more. Like I'm literally like I need to I'm trying to figure out, why am I such a great person? Why do I keep going through all of this mess? But it was lessons that I needed to learn. And it was in lessons in overgiving, lessons in spending my time with people who didn't deserve my time, lessons in, you know what I'm saying, putting other people before myself. We all have lessons to learn. You know what I'm saying? At every cycle in our life. It's some areas of your life that you'll master, but you know what I'm saying? Like that's what a point was in my life, because I needed something new, and I was asking for something new, and I was praying for something new, which was answers. Like I needed answers. I was seeking clarity at the time. And it literally came to me. It's funny though, because it's popping up in my head. I mentioned something about a work computer on somebody's reading yesterday. I forget whose it was. Y'all know I sometimes I remember what happened in the reading. I may forget the reading though. So but anyway, I was on my work computer at work, and I had a pretty lax job. I was, I was the boss, but my staff, we pretty much had it under control, so I could just chill. My branch did numbers. I was kind of like, so I wasn't under anybody's scope. Like, what is happening in her branch? What is happening? What is happening? Like I was coasting. They're like, I got to keep my feet kicked back a lot of the time. But it's like I was at a point in my life where, like, honestly, my love life was just not, and I'm trying to figure out why, because I'm so sweet, like, and I'm so giving, and I'm so loving, and when I love hard, you know what I'm saying? It was so much I didn't know about myself, and this was just in 2020, like, for real. That's what I'm saying. I love tarot. I do. But I was at a point in my life where I needed to know why, because like I tell y'all, I practice heavy Christianity, heavy, like, and so we ain't gonna go on a Christian beat down right now, because I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying? But it was like I was just a little fish in a fishbowl, you know what I'm saying? That part I needed to know. Like that's actually what makes it works in my favor today, but it's like, if I'm so much of this and I'm so forgiving and loving, the thing was, it was some parts like written that I wasn't really applying, and I didn't understand how or why. And at that point, I could see evil like for what it was. I had seen evil for what it was. I had defeated evil by then, you know what I'm saying? A lot. But I still was like lacking. It's like something's missing. So tarot just like literally, this person to this day still reads on YouTube. And y'all know I don't say the name. One day I will. It's not time yet. But they still read on YouTube. They haven't taken any breaks. They still read on YouTube, like more often than not. They're on a lot, actually. But not on a lot like, you know how I on a lot, like, everybody don't run their bag up. But it's actually like, let me put the truth out there. This person's message came to me, and I'm going to mention it one day. But, sorry, y'all, I don't have any moderators on. None. So, which is fine. But I was sitting here and I was seeking this, and this person came to me, And literally the message that I got, it resonated so well. I was like, because I didn't even, not only was it something that is like, oh, this is a thing. Like, I literally was like, what? Like, this is a thing? Like, people actually do this? Like, this a thing? You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad that it came to me so innocent like. Because, now it's more of a ploy. Hey, you want a job? All you gotta do is get this deck. I'll teach you how to read it. And it's okay because it's still clarity. But it came to me. You know what I'm saying? And me being me, I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do with this? You know what I'm saying? So the more and more, I watched, I was getting clarity. It was really helping me out. I was gaining some understanding. So I ran across like um, a tarot reader came to me. Well, a psychic, whatever you want to call it. People have different names for it. A high priestess, whatever. This person came to me, and then an astrologer came to me. So, and I follow between following the tarot and following the person and their messages with the astrology, because I love astrology, like I always have. Okay, I love the mystery of it. I love, like, I don't know why though, but anyway, I don't understand a lot of my makeup. So anyway, this is just what I'm saying. So I got that, and I was just blown away with the first message, and I do believe that if you're meant to receive something. If you're meant to see something, it'll come to you. Okay. And I felt like it was meant to come to me because this person literally was telling me this, da 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 da, and then this person going to jail, like, or this person. It was like one of those readings where it was like this person going like today or tomorrow or something. And I promise you, I looked up. I'm self-taught too, Empress Creation. That's what I'm saying. It just, but it just, anyway. So it came to me. I feel like that message was for me. And even when I went and looked online, because I'm like, there's no way. The person was literally in jail. Had literally went to jail like the same day that person did their reading. And maybe it was a coinkadink. But I'm still here. And now I read. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy how life happens. It's crazy how things happen. And it's just like, wow. Like, y'all know, wow. Like, mind blown. I was just like, oh my God. So this is what I've been missing. Yeah. And it's like, I've outgrew a lot of them too. Yeah. Real low, Empress Creation. Real low. Yeah. Like, but I've also, on the flip side, seen the person, like I said, I don't either, Miss Tanya. I don't. But I've also seen some of the same people, like when I first came up in here, like, to just introduce to the world, period. Like the world of tarot. I've seen people grow though, as well. I've seen some people grow. I've seen them expand, whether it be with their brand, what they're selling, what they're doing, them creating new things, they're birthing things. You know what I'm saying? I pay attention to that. I pay a lot of attention to that. I do. I mean, I feel like something should come out of it other than your check that you get from you reading it. To me, if that's part of your destiny, it's not part of everybody's destiny. Maybe they're going to do it for 10 years, have an early retirement, and be done with it. Yeah, and you got to that's everybody's, that's their prerogative. So, I do, but, I feel like everybody is needed. Mm-hmm. Agreed, Billy. Agreed. Mm-mm. Yeah, that happens. I seen that too, Empress Creations. Yeah. But it shows that they weren't in it for the right reasons. Because I just feel like those who thrive and they still could do it, like you could either do it for honest living and you're just saying what it is you see. And I feel like you're gonna be thriving more than getting on. I already know what I want the message to be, or this is my life and I'm just putting it into the cards. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't mislead people. You got to get a spanking for that. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be careful when you have a collective of people that follow you and that blood is on your hands. Everybody doesn't think about it like that. I do. But everybody does not think about it like that. Some people, like I said, they'll spin the message, and I'm not knocking anybody, okay? Disclaimer. It's been 2 years. Oh man. It's been 2 years. Yeah, like 2 years since I've known 2.5 years since I've known anything about tarot. So clearly I'm coming from a point of experience more than likely, or just based off what I seen. Like I said, I watched it. Hi, A-Jim. I watched it for a year, like a year and a couple months before I started my channel. And I was compelled to. They kind of just pushed me off the cliff. They just kind of pushed me off the cliff. I'll never forget it. I was like, oh man, I don't think I'm ready. I kept saying I was going to do it. But I think I said I was going to do it for about 3 months. 3 months. I said, I'm going to do it. And they like, my teams just started getting like, like, you lying, you ain't going to do it. So anyway, it was like a full moon, strawberry full moon, something like that. It's in Gemini season last year. And I was like, I got to do it. They won't let me not do it. I promise you. And it just kind of came out of nowhere. What you mean, Nanya? Yeah, so we write that together, Empress. I feel like 2020 was a big year for a lot of people. I do. I feel like it was a big year. It was a big decision-making year for a lot of people. I feel like it was a year of a big choice. Like left or right. Like, well, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of like which way I'm going. It was a big direction year. I feel like it was just a big pivotal year. It was like a year of what are you going to settle with? You feel me? Like, it's one of them. Like, but yeah, so anyway, so I got on this journey and I love the fact that I feel like I hadn't mastered everything, like kind of where I was, but I was at a point where I had proven myself to a certain level. And I mean that to the Most High, okay? And this is before I knew I had spirit guides. I knew I had ancestors. But this is before the whole spirit guides and all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And just like a team, like a force being with you. Hey, Deja. But, it was that. And I feel like what I found amazing, and I knew my team was so big and so strong, is because I had been through so much in life that without even knowing what half the people in the, what do they call it? New age was already hip to. You feel me? Like, I was just maneuvering intuition only. You feel me? Like, it's just, and I feel like that also is one of my strengths. Like, I wasn't just, leaning into, well, what should I do next? What should I do next? Like, I'm literally out here bobbing and weaving, like, just going through life. Like, you know what I'm saying? And just making conscious decisions just by using, my gift of discernment. You know what I'm saying? But usually that's just me. If whenever in doubt, I always choose the honest way. That's one of my things. And I tell others to do the same. If you ever in doubt of which route to take the more honest way, the more clear path, not the safe. I'm not saying keep it safe. That's why I say honest way, where it's facts, where the proof is in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, mine is too. Very, very funny. Yeah, but I feel like it was just one of those things where like I said though, I had hit a block, I had hit a wall. Okay. And it was time to do something. It was time to incorporate something new. But I also know, I come from, spiritually gifted people as well. And it's like, I guess they were saying because I didn't know they were there, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's only just me, and like I said, me practicing my Christianity, me learning my Bible. Like I was a heavy churchgoer, like for real. I would travel to other cities to visit churches. Like that's how, but it works in my favor. You see what I'm saying? All of it works in my favor. Everything I've ever been through in my life, everything that you ever go through in your life, even if you feel like, dang, I'm the outsider. Like, I don't get something about this. It's something about this that I didn't get, or dang, I missed the point, or man, I wish I would have did this different. It all still works in your favor. And you know, that's the beauty in being like on the right side. Like I said, if you're in a bind or you're, and I feel like I compare facing your shadow with choosing the right way, the honest way over the easy, shorter, you know what I'm saying? Shorter distance, the fast path. Like, I feel like that's the equivalent for me. Like, and I feel like that's why I understand when people don't want to face their shadow. They don't want to face their shadow. They don't want it because it's hard. It's hard. Like, for real. It's all about intentions. Correct. And I feel like people will be like, oh, well, I already done the harm now. I can't make it right. Yes, you can. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of those things. And I feel like the ego will keep someone from, like, that's where you get your lack of, you know what, I was wrong. I shouldn't have did you like that. And you ain't deserve that. That's where that kicks in. But then that's another thing that tells you that this person ain't ready to get clean. And what I mean by get clean is, I mean, I guess you could take it like kind of as a metaphorical way of saying something like if it were drugs, but it's just literally just getting on your path. You're facing your shadow, you're facing all your demons, so you can see the difference and find another way, I just heard there's more than one way to skin a cat. So I don't know which one just said that, but that's what I just heard. Like, and I feel like people don't get that. Like, some people don't. It is hard. But it's hard. It's worth it, but it's hard, very much so. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that. And it's like, I'm here on this platform because I want to encourage people to do such. When I remember when I was being liberated, and I was going through a time, I had gone through a breakup. Of course, I got a couple kids, so I have to take care of them, make sure they're good, pay for our roof, pay for everything we got. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'm the provider. So, with that being said, though, I was so angry. We have to be so careful. I learned how to when I was going through my dark night of the soul, I was having to learn, and this was, okay, let me go back some. So when I was going through my dark night of the soul, which was like, I was going through, I had an active spiritual warfare when I was pregnant with my daughter. Okay. Yes. I actually said on the next story time I was going to talk about her, but yeah, we'll see where it goes. I was pregnant with my daughter, and I was going through a spiritual warfare, and I was having to face my demons, like for real. And oh my God, I did not realize my phone had low battery. So anyway, so I was having to face my demons. I was having to face my shadow. And one of the biggest things was me not misplacing blame on the fact that, wow, one of my biggest moments, I remember sitting there thinking, because my son was 1 and I was pregnant with my daughter, and I'm about to be a single mom of 2 kids. Like, how did you get here? Like, how did you get to this place? And I had to fault myself. You know what I'm saying? I had to take blame in that. And although, yes, you're being lied to, you're being manipulated, you've been everything that I read, I've experienced. It happens. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have to. I'm witnessing it happen now. Like I just, because some people said, but I'm just saying, like I was pregnant with the baby, and I already had a 1 year old, but I was listening to. I love the illusion. I love the illusion. I loved the facade. I love the thought of thinking I was going to have a family, like with the father of my children. I just love the thought of it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it is. It's hard. It's hard to take part in your blame because I could sit there and say, "You sucker, da 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 da. How could you? You were just lying to me, da 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 da." I couldn't do that. That's what I had to face. Pregnant. And I feel like that's why she's so strong now because literally she is a fighter. Like that was one of the toughest things in my life to go through. And I went through it pregnant, not only with a baby, I had a 1 year old on my hip. I'm having to be completely sober and face myself. It was tough. That's one of the things that really leveled me up though. And I could have went off the deep end. I could have really played a good. My shadow side is I don't want to awaken my own beast. I'm scared of me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm scared of me. I'm scared of me. So the hardest thing for me to have to do, and God knew in that moment, because I was going to feel the same way with the lie. Because mind you, I already had a child with this man who was redeeming himself, but telling the same lie because I loved the illusion. It was the thought of the illusion. Oh my God, I'm having my girl. I already have my boy. We're going to be a family. And to be heartbroken when you 4 months pregnant. Like, no, you don't get that. Now I got to go through the rest of this pregnancy already knowing that I'm going to be a single mama of 2 kids. Tough. That's one hell of an illusion break right there. It was. And I could have fought real nasty. I could have got real dirty. I did a little, I'm more of one of these. So I wrote a book. Like instead of me like really fighting it out and being angry and being this and being that, I put it all into work. All into work. Good morning, Samaria. Yes, Earth Angel, balance, dark and light. I'm telling you, that was one of my biggest fights. And I knew that if I stood through that, I could stand through anything. God designed it that way. You don't have any vices right now. You live in this 2-story townhome. You work this person who had you in this illusion. You got so into the illusion so much that you had to your career. You were in a career with 4 years behind you. You let it go for this person in their life. You kept, instead of being celibate and cutting your energy off from this person. Nope. So here's your blessing though. So there's the baby. But how you gonna pay for all this stuff? Because I literally had a job that literally was like a career. It was going places. Okay, I was there 4 years. I had to quit my job because I had to relocate just so I can be closer to my family, so that I can have help with my 2 babies. You know what I'm saying? Or support rather, because the help, I'm a hands-on mama. I do everything. I mean, my parents can even say like, I would have to be up creek, no paddle. And that it would be very once in a blue moonish in 8 years ish type of thing. You know what I'm saying? And, I went through something like that and it was so traumatizing. I really still say that to this day. Exactly. That's how you have to. I transmuted the pain. It hurt so bad. Good morning, y'all. It hurt so bad to be brokenhearted and pregnant. I would have to force myself to eat. Anywho, so why are we doing this? Anyway, so, and it's funny because I always say that. I said, I never talk about my daughter and why she is so strong. But her makeup is not like the rest. She came here for a purpose. They knew she was gonna be the one. They knew she was gonna be the baby that came out of me. Yeah, they knew she was gonna be the baby that came out of me. They knew who she was gonna be when she was in my womb. She already was who she is. And they put her in there because she was gonna fight. She was gonna motivate me to fight. And it was tough. It was, y'all. Yeah. Like it was so tough. Like, and I leaned on my parents emotionally a lot, especially my mom. That's why she's my best friend today. But it was very tough to have to face that about myself. And so that explains more about why I'm here. Like, I'm genuinely here to like snap out of it. It's an illusion. You know what I'm saying? I've been through it. I've lived through it. I'm telling you, I had other options. I did. I had other options. I had different ways I could have handled the situation. I had different ways to where it would have more so benefited me, in a way to where it would have been the laying down, surrendering to, oh, I'm just a sad case. No. I stood up and fought back. And I remember the times where I would go to my parents' house and I would tell them, I'm like, man, I just don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't know if I could do this. I said, last night I had a dream that I told y'all I didn't want to live. And so you do, even though it wasn't a thought in my conscious mind, the fact that I dreamed it was enough to know that it was trying to creep. You know what I'm saying? And I never wanted to be in that place. So that's how big my battle was. It was basically I was pregnant with my daughter. I had a 1-year-old and I'm fighting. Do I want to live or do I want to die? Would it be easier to die? You know what I'm saying? Like, it really got to a point to where you got to choose. And the harder way is going to be the way that's more fruitful. Okay? So, and that's what I took. I said, no. I was already like just super in love with my baby. If I take me, I take her. And then what's gonna happen with my baby? What's gonna happen with my boy? Who's already so brilliant and beautiful and and I said, no, it's evil wanting me to go. Cause that'd be easier for them. And I said, I'm gonna stay right here. I always can feel when I'm being pushed out of a situation. Always. And so you have to just live through it. You gonna live through it. That's why, like, literally in this deck right here, one of these oracle decks, these the Rose Oracle and the Starseed Oracles, I know one of those cards say, and I love that card, it says you'll live through this. Because you will. It's not, life ain't easy. It gets easier. After you learn a lesson, you master the lesson, you get the lesson, okay, I got it good. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what a percentage at on this phone. I feel like we should reconnect on another one. I don't know what y'all think. Because I just don't want to have it without battery life. I mean, without the mic. Yeah. I wasn't meaning to come on here and talk about my baby today. I was talking about something else. It's doable and we are capable. I love that. It is. Exactly. That's for real. That's real, Mystic Mioto. I love that. You gotta stand. Yeah, Rebecca. And B, I'm gonna just say B. I know who you are. But even if it's without babies, my life ain't harder just because I got kids. There's some people without kids that they have it harder than I did. They struggle is just different. Or it's just as hard. But I had to figure out being the fact that I had to take accountability on the fact that I'm sitting up here doing this, like there's a consequence to every action. To every choice, there's a consequence. And I had to choose. Like being of what I chose, this is what I got from it. It could have been worse. But this is what, it could have been worse. And I thank God for the lesson, because if I didn't gain the experience, I wouldn't be able to talk about it from a place of experience. You know, and I could tell the next person and help the next person with, like, if I did it, you can too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a mind thing. How much do you love yourself? I've always been a very confident person, but I had a person that was my weakness. You know what I'm saying? And, that was just me in my shadow side, in my lustful nature, and all of that. And I fed into that. I realized that I wasn't, at some point, even when I think back on like the memories of the times that I would spend with this person, it was a red flag, because when we were together, it was always dark outside the majority of the time. And we didn't have much communication. You know what I'm saying? Like when we weren't around each other. Does that make sense? Maybe it makes sense. It's supposed to make sense. But that was kind of like a telltale sign, because we couldn't live life in the daytime. There wasn't enough daylight hours that I can account anyway. I see that, TJ. My phone about to go dead, y'all. Let me see where let me see what the battery life is on the other one. Hold on. I got another one. Let me just see where it is on the other one. If it's charged, we can continue on. Because I really came on here for something else. Somehow we got onto love and illusions. But yeah, it's very tough. So I always think about that too. Like, as long as you're willing to deal with the consequences of your actions, you're fine. You'll be fine. Like, but it's so beautiful. If you fight through it, there's a reward. Like, I feel like I'm very, very blessed. And I honestly can't see my life without my kids. And I honestly, it's getting dark. That's a 3%. Okay, yeah, no, that ain't gonna work. This on 100%. So y'all, let me hit y'all right back. I'm finna go. Okay, let me hit y'all right back. I'm finna put the other phone on. So it's gonna be like part 1 of the live, because I didn't even tell y'all what I needed to say, or whatever I needed to say. Okay. I like that. That's true. Hold on, Noemi, we're about to hop on another live, okay? Just stay right here. Y'all just stay and wait for me to click back on for part 2. This phone is going dead. Give me a second.